My boss fired me because his wife wanted me. I, 29M, just lost my job. Not because I was bad at it. Not because I was late. Not even because of budget cuts. I got fired because my boss's wife wanted me. And he knew it that I've been working at this company for about 3 years. Solid employee, good reviews, never had an issue. My boss, let's call him Mr. Carter, 45M, is one of those guys who's always tense, always yelling, but I learned how to deal with it. The first time I met his wife, let's call her Samantha, 38F, was at the company holiday party. And right away, I noticed she noticed me. Like, her eyes locked on me the entire night. I brushed it off. She was friendly, maybe too friendly, but I figured, whatever, she's just being nice. But then things started getting weird. Every time Samantha came to the office to visit her husband, she'd find a reason to stop by my desk. She'd compliment my shirt, my cologne, even the way I smiled. One time she literally said, "You look wasted here. You should be modeling," in front of my coworkers. I laughed it off, but inside I was screaming. Then came the texts. Yeah, she somehow got my number from the company directory and started messaging me things like, "Hope your day's going well. Smiley face. Bet you look good in that suit today. Don't tell Carter I texted you LOL." It was innocent enough at first, but the tone kept shifting. And the worst part? My boss noticed that at first, I thought he was just being paranoid. He'd give me these side eyes in meetings. Cut me off mid-sentence. Nitpick every little thing I did. But then he started making comments. "Funny how my wife likes to linger around your desk. Maybe you're a little too friendly with the family, don't you think?" I swear, I wasn't doing anything. If anything, I was avoiding her. But it didn't matter. The damage was done. Last week, I get called into his office. He doesn't even sit down. He just says, "This isn't working out. Pack your things." I was shocked. I asked why. He smirked and said, "Let's just say I don't like distractions in my workplace." That was it. No explanation, no write-ups, nothing. Just fire me on the spot. And the craziest part? As I was leaving, Samantha texted me again. "I heard what happened. I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve that. Maybe we can grab a drink sometime? Just us." Y'all. So now I'm unemployed, pissed off, and, honestly, tempted. Because yeah, she's gorgeous and clearly into me. But it feels wrong. At the same time, part of me thinks, if I already lost my job over this, why the hell not? Update, 1 week later. I haven't answered her text yet. She sent me 3 more. "Miss you already. Thinking of you. Let's meet." Meanwhile, my boss has been trashing my name to people in the industry. I know because one of my old coworkers told me he called me a snake who couldn't keep boundaries. So now I'm sitting here wondering, do I go scorched earth and expose both of them? Do I meet up with Samantha and make it messy? Or do I just move on and let them burn themselves down without me? Reddit, what would you do? Take revenge? Take the wife? Or take the high road? Because right now, I feel like I've already lost everything. So why not go all in? Part 2. So remember how my boss fired me because his wife couldn't keep her eyes and hands to herself? Yeah, I told myself I'd ignore her. Be the bigger person. Move on. Well, I caved. I met up with Samantha. And now I think I just made the biggest mistake of my life. She texted me again, saying, "Just one drink. Nothing more. I want to apologize in person." I don't know if it was the anger, the loneliness, or just plain stupidity, but I said yes. We met at this fancy rooftop bar downtown, the kind of place she probably dragged her husband to on anniversaries. The second I saw her, I knew this wasn't about an apology. She was dressed to kill. Short red dress, hair curled, perfume so strong I could smell it from across the table. She leaned in and said, "You look even better outside that office." And my brain was like, red flag, red flag, red flag. But my body wasn't listening to "we had drinks." Then more drinks. She started opening up about her marriage. How her husband was controlling. How he never paid attention to her. How he treated her like an accessory, not a wife. And then she dropped this bomb. "He's so obsessed with me not looking at other men that he doesn't realize. I've already picked the one I want." And she put her hand on mine. I should have pulled away. Instead, I froze. Then she leaned in and kissed me. Full on, in the middle of the damn bar. I knew it was wrong. But after being humiliated, fired, and trashed by her husband, It felt like revenge, like justice. So when she whispered, "Come back to my place," I didn't say no till we stumbled into her house like teenagers sneaking around. She pinned me against the wall, kissing me like she'd been starving. She was bold, hands everywhere, nails digging into my back. She moaned my name like she'd been rehearsing it. And just when things were about to cross the line, I heard it. A car door slam. The jingle of keys. Her husband. Home early. She shoved me into the pantry like it was some bad sitcom. I stood there, heart pounding, listening to her greet him at the door. "Honey, you're home early." "Yeah, had a long day. Thought I'd surprise you." "Surprise?" "Oh," he was about to get one. I stood there, sweating, praying he wouldn't notice 2 wine glasses on the counter or the fact that his wife's lipstick was smeared. And then my phone buzzed. Loud as hell. Her husband stopped talking. What was that? Y'all. My whole life flashed before my eyes. I barely made it out of there. She covered for me, but it was close. Too close. And now I'm sitting here wondering, what the hell am I doing? She's texting me nonstop. "Last night was amazing. I need you again." He'll never know. But part of me thinks he already suspects. And if he finds out, I'm not just jobless. I'm screwed at SO Reddit. What do? Do I cut her off before this blows up in my face? Or do I lean into the chaos and let her husband reap what he sowed? Because right now, I feel like I'm sitting on a ticking time bomb. Part 3. So remember how I told you Samantha's husband almost caught me hiding in their pantry? Yeah, that was nothing compared to what actually happened. Because this time, he walked in on everything. Against all logic, I kept seeing her. She kept pulling me back in with those late-night texts. "He's gone. I need you. Come over now." It was like an addiction. Dangerous. Stupid. But irresistible. So one night, I went over. We didn't even make it to the bedroom. Right there in the living room, she was all over me. Lips, hands, nails. She whispered how she wished I was her husband instead. And that's exactly when the door slammed open. There he was. My ex-boss. Standing in the doorway. Face red, fists clenched, veins popping out of his neck. What the hell is this? I froze. She screamed. He dropped his keys and lunged at me. Now, I'm not the type to fight. But when a grown man is charging you in his own house, you don't think. You react. He swung. I ducked. The punch grazed my jaw. My adrenaline spiked. He's screaming at her. "You're embarrassing me." In our home. And she's screaming back. "Maybe if you touched me once in a while, I wouldn't need him." Y'all, was pure chaos. Neighbors definitely heard. He turned back to me, spit flying, shouting, "You think you could take my wife? My life?" And I realized this wasn't just about her. It was about power. He had humiliated me, fired me, tried to crush me. And now here I was with the one thing he couldn't control that I got out before it got bloody. But it wasn't over. The next day, his wife blew up my phone. She wanted me to run away with her. Divorce him. Start over. And him? He called me too. Not to apologize, but to threaten me. "You're done in this city. Nobody will hire you. I'll make sure of it." And that's when I realized something. I wasn't scared. I was done being scared. Because I had the receipts, screenshots, messages, pictures, proof that his wife had chased me, not the other way around. So I sent it. To everyone. His friends. His family. His business partners. His church group. Screenshots of his wife begging me to meet her. Pictures of us together. Every dirty little secret she spilled about their marriage. It went nuclear. His reputation? Gone. Clients pulled out. Gossip spread like wildfire. People whispered about him everywhere he went. And Samantha? She filed for divorce. Took half his money to Oh, I regret it? Maybe. But after everything he put me through, after how he fired me just to cover his wife's tracks, I call it karma. Because in the end, he ruined my career. So I ruined his life. SO Reddit. Was I wrong for going score? Yes, babe, fire, you know I got you. Epilogue time. Short, sharp, and messy enough to leave people satisfied, but also wanting more. 6 months later sparkles. Hey Reddit, it's been a while since I updated. A lot has happened. My old boss. Yeah, his life's still in shambles. Divorce finalized. His ex-wife took the house, the car, and a big fat chunk of his money. Last I heard, he's renting some one-bedroom apartment and drinking too much. Samantha tried reaching out to me after everything, crying about how she never really loved him and how I should give her another chance. But honestly, I couldn't do it. She was part of the mess too, and I'm done living in chaos. As for me, I've got a new job in a new city with people who don't know a thing about what went down. And for the first time in years, I'm actually sleeping peacefully at night. So yeah, in the end, I lost my old life, but I built a new one. I think I came out on top.